Ncuti Gatwa's first season of Doctor Who is over. He's defeated Sutekh and departed on another adventure, but he's left by himself, as Millie Gibson's Ruby Sunday stays behind with her family. But don't worry, that is not the last we see of her. Ruby is back in the upcoming second season of Doctor Who. So what can we expect from a second season? Let's dive into some filming information, comments and more. Be warned, a lot of what we discuss today contains potential spoilers, as the information was obtained from on-set pictures. You've been warned. Greetings everyone, I'm Jack and welcome to Tardis Central. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Doctor Who news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Tardis Central. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates on the Doctor Who universe. As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, because if you're talking about Doctor Who, then we want to hear about it. Today we're taking a look at what lies ahead for Doctor Who. Season 1 recently ended with Empire of Death, but the adventures of the 15th Doctor have only just begun. The second season has already wrapped filming and is currently in post-production, and it looks like a spin-off will probably start production very shortly. This guarantees a whole other 8-episode season plus a Christmas special, with Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. Well, that's exciting in itself. What do we know about the upcoming season, and what lies ahead for our Doctor? At the end of Empire of Death, Mrs. Flood warned us that his story ends in absolute terror. Knowing that the show is partially filmed in public, like previous seasons, there are a couple of dots we can connect. Delving through filming pictures, cast announcements, and the like puts an active spoiler warning in effect. Not all of this has been officially revealed by Doctor Who media channels and the BBC and Disney+, which means that some of this information that isn't supposed to be officially revealed. Now that all of that boring stuff's out of the way, let's get into it. Before we begin, a big shout out to Nick, who runs a set Doctor Who Twitter account. They've done some fantastic work in gathering all this information, as well as spending countless hours standing and watching a filming take place. Go give them a follow, and Nick, if you're ever in Cardiff, the Tardis Central team owe you a pint. Let's start with the upcoming Christmas episode, due at the end of this year, at Christmas. We know it's called Joy to the World, the only episode title from the upcoming slate that's been revealed. It's also written by former showrunner Stephen Moffat, who also contributed Boom to the later season. While the writer's room for the rest of the season is yet to be revealed, Moffat has implied that this could end up being his last contribution to the series. For now, come on Stephen, we know you can't keep away. The episode was directed by Alex Belay, and will be his first contribution to the series. He's previously worked on shows like Rivendell, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and even Bridgerton, so he's certainly no stranger to higher budget productions. Speaking of Bridgerton, series star Nicola Coughlan will have a major presence in the episode. At the end of last season, it's safe to assume that Millie Gibson's Ruby Sunday won't be appearing in this episode, so I imagine that Coughlan's role will probably be in the same vein as Kylie Minogue's Astrid or Claire Skinner's Madge, a temporary one-off companion. Actor Joel Fry also appeared to be a part of the cast in an undisclosed role. As far as the episode's setting goes, we've seen an American-style hot dog stand on the set. Beyond that, there have been whispers of not just a modern-day London setting, but an excursion to the Second World War and Mount Everest. It looks to be a time-travelling romp that still remains shrouded in secrecy despite the public filming. Into the actual season now, we know much less in terms of directors. The block containing episodes 1 and 4 was directed by Peter Hoare. He's worked closely with showrunner Ross T. Davies on the TV series Nolly, and has experience with Marvel productions like Daredevil and The Defenders, and has even directed for Doctor Who before. The episode he did was A Good Man Goes to War, from the show's 6th series. As an episode with so many different moving pieces and action sequences, we could be in for quite the treat here. The next block, which includes episodes 2 and 3, was directed by Amanda Brocci. She's a very interesting choice, with no previous experience with Doctor Who, although she did direct a few episodes of the Disney Plus series Renegade Neo, proving some level of capability with action-oriented series. Also directing the series is Ben A. Williams, who worked on the 4th block. We know that one of these episodes is episode 6, although we don't know what the other one is. It could be episode 5. He's worked on shows like Humans and War of the Worlds, so hopefully his talents blend in well with the show. With some science fiction work under his belt, he's far from fresh blood, and it should be nice to see. The final director is Michaela McPherson. Which episodes she did are completely unknown. She's also got fewer credits under her belt than some of the other series directors, although she did work on the drama series Queenie. Hopefully a director who is used to more dramatic projects is able to tap into the real heart of the series. Looking at the sort of plots that are coming up in the later episodes of the season, getting some more dramatic moments in could definitely help bolster the episodes. Onto the cast. The series, like the last one, features Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. Just like last time, his wardrobe is going to be constantly rotating and full of style. He'll be joined by Varda Sifu playing an as yet unnamed character in the companion role. She previously played Mundy Flynn in Boom, but her companion will be a different character. The casting in both roles was deliberate, so how these characters interact will be a lot of fun. Speaking of a yet unnamed character, spoiler warning, it looks like she may be called Belinda. That's the name that's been whispered around on set, so who knows, it could be a codename, we don't know. Despite her departure in Empire of Death, we've not seen the last of Ruby Sunday's story, with rumours flooding through the press that she had been fired from the series with all sorts of nasty things that shouldn't be repeated. It was eventually confirmed that she'll be back in the next season, or it appears that she'll be back in a reduced role, appearing in about half of the episodes. They've been described to her as instrumental to the final. Perhaps there's more to the reveals of the last final that meets the eye. We also have the usual characters expected to return, and we know they are. Gemma Redgrave was spotted on set indicating the return of Kate Stewart and Unit again. We've also seen Alexander Divrin as played as Colonel Ibrahim, both as a prominent soldier and potential love interest for Kate. While not explicitly spotted on set, star Anita Dobson has confirmed her return as Mrs. Flood. Kind of a given. She also said that she will learn more about her character in the new season. Given we've not had any kind of hint as to who this fourth wall breaking character is, we desperately need some explanation. Speaking of other characters, Shirley Ann Bing will be back as another unit science advisor, and I expect maybe Mel aka Bonnie Langford will also be back. Now some answers for a mystery set up way back in the 2023 Christmas special for Mrs. Flood could be really cool. Also joining the cast is another totally new character. This is Jonah Horror-King, best known for leading the World on Fire series for the BBC, as well as the recent live action adaptation of The Little Mermaid for Disney+. He's said to be playing a character called Conrad. It's expected that he'll be a love interest of sorts to Ruby Sunday, as well as one of the season's antagonists. A bit more on that in just a minute. Going into the last season, we knew about a Regency episode. We saw some slug monsters out on the street, caught a glimpse of drag superstar Jinx Monsoon creating disorder, a mysterious woman standing off in the distance, and had an inkling about an actress named Susan Twist. It wasn't heaps, no whole episodes leaked or anything, but we did know what was coming to an extent. This time, we don't have anywhere near as much to go off. It seems Bad Wolf has definitely tightened up filming in public places. Spotted around the street were a series of large red mech suits. Quite similar looking to King Hydroflax in the Husbands of River Song, it seems that these will be more traditional robots. It's likely these robots will be the episode's villains, perhaps creating a commentary on artificial intelligence and the way we interact with technology in the 21st century. That'd be kinda cool. Excitingly, the second episode looks to have a setting in Miami. We've seen Ncuti Gatwa and Vada Sifu running around the street. No monsters in sight, but Anita Dobson was also on set as Mrs. Flood. The nearby movie theatre also had letters fall off to spell out Harbinger. While enough of the Pantheon has been defeated as of late, from the Toymaker to Maestro and Sutekh, it appears we're not quite done just yet. During the Sutekh reveal seen in the Legend of Ruby Sunday, we also name drop the Mara, the Reprobate, and the Freefall deity that is safe to assume to be Ragnarok. Speaking of which, we've done a full video on the Pantheon of Discord here on the Tardis Central channel. If you want to learn more about them, and maybe get a glimpse of who's coming up in Doctor Who, go watch it. Could we be about to see another member of the Pantheon? Or could it be that Mrs. Flood is among them as a god of stories? It's an exciting prospect, and it's cool that we're very much continuing the previous season's stories and definitely fighting gods again. While shooting for another episode, presumably episode 4, we got a look at another brand new monster roaming the streets. As frightening as it looks, it has been speculated that this is some kind of fake outfit, a person in a suit looking to expose some kind of lie in the way Unit handles aliens. This seems to be the episode where Conrad's first introduced as a love interest for Ruby, fueling speculation that he's behind this alien plot to expose Unit. Touching on the way conspiracy theories have taken hold and permeated through society would make for an important sort of social commentary as well. Also, it does sound like a Scooby-Doo episode. A lot of other episodes shot very little in public, with even less being documented and photographed. Knowing this, we should expect a lot more alien locales and space stations going forward. Not quite Wild Blue Yonder levels of production secrecy, but nothing's come out as is yet. It'll be interesting to see what's featured in the upcoming series. The final, however, was partially shot in public. Ruby's in it again, and there's a solid chance that this is where the clip we'll be playing in a minute comes from. Everyone, including the Doctor, is dressed very formally, going about their day in a rigid manner. Around the place are posters of Conrad, who appears to be in charge. Now this could be a world gone wrong. Perhaps it's another part of his plan for world domination, especially as it looks almost like he's overtaken Unit. However, we don't know how this world came to be, or which other guest characters might be lurking around the corner. Don't be totally shocked if Unit returns, perhaps with Shirley in tow from the 60th specials, as a more adult scientific advisor. It's also likely that Mel will return, quickly becoming the default former companion to guest star in the series. While possible, and dare I say likely, this bit's just pure speculation though. Fingers crossed, the final cast is rounded out nicely and it works well. Lastly, into promotional materials, this far ahead and so soon after the final, there have obviously been no real trailers as of yet. However, a short clip was released in Doctor Unleashed that confirmed the return of Ruby Sunday.
Come on, just stay inside, call your friends, your family, and just tell them to stay indoors, alright?
Sorry, love. Who put you in charge?
Or go and get some fresh air, big man, see what happens.
She's directing a group of people in a pub to stay indoors. What's brought about this emergency is totally unknown, and there's not a lot to unpack here. It looks like the world's in danger, perhaps an invasion, and it'd be a bad idea for people to go outside. That's as far as the next season goes. However, proper trailers for the next Christmas special will probably be released somewhere between October and November. That's my guess. It's also possible that a teaser for the upcoming season will be released at the end of the special, leading into a season release starting in early 2025. Like the last season, it will be released on Disney Plus internationally and will be released on iPlayer here in the UK. There's been no official word as of yet, but there is a chance that the release time will change. There's certainly a lot of pushback to the midnight release schedule. While I personally liked it, some quite rightly didn't. What did you think of it though? Did you prefer the midnight release, or do you like the traditional time of say 7 PM on a Saturday? Let me know in the comments. Now, given the series is already completed, there is also a chance that the next season will launch before May. The sooner we get to watch these episodes, the better. Hopefully the series is confirmed for a third season soon, as so the production team can keep making these episodes so far in advance. We'll really just have to wait and see. That's everything we know about the upcoming season of Doctor Who. Set to launch properly next year after a Christmas special this December. It appears that the second season leaked far less than the last one, with fewer guest star confirmations and having a far less clear image as to what the plot might be. Compared to a lot of episodes in season 1, this upcoming batch of episodes is shrouded in secrecy. For the minute. It makes it far more exciting, where literally anything can happen, but also makes speculating a bit more difficult. Regardless, I can't wait to see where the next season goes, and you know we'll be here covering it all. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Doctor Who news, lore, and more, make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Tardis Central. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates on the Doctor Who universe. For now, I've been Jack, thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.